waking up energized. Now, this is a guide for busy executive moms. So, as an executive mom, when you're juggling your career, your family life, and everything in between, it is crucial that when you wake up in the morning, you wake up refreshed, you wake up full of energy so that you can tackle your to-do list, your work, your family life, etc. Now, if you have a poor sleeping posture, it can sabotage these morning energy levels, and it can lead to other issues like back pain, neck pain, nerve pain, etc. Now, in today's video, we are going to talk about the connection between sleep posture and morning energy levels. Now, before we get into the topic for today, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Swati. I'm an executive mom power coach. I help moms of younger kids who work in high stress executive jobs to manage their spinal, that is, back and neck, and nerve pain despite low energy levels and lack of focus. Now, I do this by giving you some simple exercises, easy lifestyle modification, tips and tricks that have helped me in my own pain and adrenal fatigue journey. Now, those of you who are familiar with adrenal fatigue would know it has a lot of symptoms. My main symptoms were low energy levels and the mommy brain or the lack of focus that comes with it. And when you have these two, it is quite difficult to manage your aches and pains, but I'm not saying it's impossible. I've been there, done that. So here I am talking about the same. Now, um, let me get into the topic for today without taking away more of your time, because here we are moms, we are busy people, right? So let's talk about the connection between sleep posture and morning energy levels. Now, why does your sleep posture matter, first of all? Now, the position in which you sleep determines how well your spine is supported throughout the night. So that's 6, 8, 10, whatever number of hours you are sleeping. A neutral spine, where your head, neck, and back are aligned, ensures that your muscles, ligaments, joints, etc., can rest and properly recover. Now, sleeping is the time where your body's healing mechanism comes in. When your sleep posture is poor, your body has to work overtime to support these structures. It can lead to a lot of discomfort. It can lead to incomplete or improper healing inside your body for those aches and pains. And of course, by the time you get up in the morning, you might feel that discomfort or pain, or you can even feel fatigued, or you feel a bit groggy when you wake up. Now, also, poor posture can compress your nerves, disrupt your blood flow, even affect your breathing. Because if, say, you are slouched like this when you're sitting, of course, you can't take, if you try and take a deep breath here as compared to when I'm sitting upright, and I take a deep breath. Obviously, it's easier when I'm not slouched. And the same thing in your sleeping posture. When you have a poor sleeping posture, you're sleeping all rounded up, say you're on the side, or you're not sleeping in a poor posture, as compared to when you're not sleeping in a poor posture, there is a drastic difference between the two when it comes to your breathing. Now, let's talk about some common sleep posture mistakes. The very first one is sleeping on your tummy. Now, for those of you who are used to this, I know it is very difficult to not sleep on the tummy, because I've been there, done that. But it is possible for you to transition into side sleeping or sleeping on your back. We'll talk about this, how we can do this. Second mistake is your improper pillow height. Now, whether your pillow is too high or too flat, it can misalign your neck and shoulders, causing tension and stiffness throughout the body. And also, same goes for if you are the next point, that is, if you are sleeping in a sideline position, but your legs are not supported. Now, how can you address these three mistakes? So the very first thing is, if you are one of those stomach sleepers, try and transition to side or back sleeping. Now, how do you do this? It is possible, and I have, just give me a second, I have made a video that addresses this. So, the I have written a blog on this topic, and the blog is called The Connection Between Sleep Posture and Morning Energy Levels. I will leave a link to that blog in the description of this video. If you're watching me on Instagram, the link is in my bio. If you can't find it, or really, if you're a busy mom and you can't be bothered to go looking for it, message me or drop a comment below. I'll send it across to you. So that video takes you through how you can be on your tummy and slowly go to the side or to the back if you prefer that. Now, that blog also has links to other blogs and videos that are quite helpful for when it comes to your sleeping posture. All right, so moving on, your pillow height. Now, if you are a side sleeper, if so, this is your shoulder tip. So this is the area that comes in contact with your mattress when you're a side sleeper. This is your earlobe. This should be the height of your pillow. So this is very different for every person because my shoulder to earlobe distance might be different from yours. And every time you go and buy a pillow or you're looking at a pillow, you will realize they come in different sizes. So small, medium, large, extra large is usually the case. Sometimes they can be according to the measurements in centimeters or inches as well. So make sure that your pillow is covering this distance, because what happens, suppose this shoulder tip is here on the mattress, right? Think of me in the side lying position. My pillow height is only this much. Do you see how my head tilts and immediately my neck, my spine is turned to one side? Imagine being in this position for the full 6, 8, 10 hours, whatever is your sleeping hours. Okay, if your pillow is too thick, it'll push the face away. So it again, your spine is curved to one side, or your cervical spine. So again, this is not a position you want to be in. So get the proper pillow height. Same is applicable for those who sleep on the back. Now, this, okay, let me just point it out. So this is my upper back here. This is the back of my head. There is a smaller distance from the back of your head to your upper back. However, when you're lying on the mattress, your upper back touches the mattress first. And if you do not use a pillow, or your pillow is of a smaller height, your head will roll back. Do you see how much compression can happen on the back of my neck here for that 6, 8, or 10 hours of sleep? If my pillow is too thick, my neck will be pushed forward. So in either case, your cervical spine is not in a neutral position. So it's not a happy position for your cervical spine. You can get aches, pains, nerve pains, etc. So try and get a pillow with a proper height. Now, if you're looking for recommendations on pillow, I will leave a link to the ones that I recommend, I have used. I mean, you can use any of them, but if you are interested, you can have a look. Again, that link will be in the blog. Now, for your legs. Now, if you are a side sleeper and if you're sleeping with your legs, your knees stacked on top of each other, it is recommended that you put a pillow in between so that your thigh bones are parallel to each other and not falling towards each other, because this will affect the stresses that will build up on your pelvis and then your lower back, and obviously the stresses build up and go up your back to mid back, cervical spine, etc. So, another 2 points that I want to address here is try and do some gentle stretches before you go to bed. And this will help to loosen those tight muscles and prepare your body for rest. Focus on your neck, shoulder, lower back to reduce any tension that has built up in the day. Now, another thing you can do is create a comfortable sleeping environment. And of course, we all know no blue light before bed, and you want to choose a mattress that provides you an adequate support and minimizes those pressure points, right? So avoid those overtly soft or sagging mattresses because they can misalign your spine. All right, so in that blog that I mentioned earlier, there is also a free guide which is called How to Maintain a Good Posture While Sleeping. It gives you the details of sleeping postures. It does address some of the points I've spoken about here, and it gives you those 3 posture mistakes to avoid, how to change towards a better sleeping posture, etc. So have a look at that blog that I'll leave in the description of this video. And I hope that was useful for you. And if you have any questions, any comments for me, do let me know and I will address them for you. Alrighty, I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.